The Build Better More infrastructure agenda of President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. was an adaptation of the previous administration's Build program. These infrastructure initiatives were the Philippines government's centerpiece program, to usher the Philippines into its golden age of infrastructure. This intends to bridge the country's decades of infrastructure gap, which has long been identified as a major factor for the high cost of doing business in the country, which curtails the nation's growth potential. The program also aims to encourage investments, facilitate job creation, boost economic growth, and improve the quality of life across the country. Here are the top 10 biggest projects in the Philippines, which are under construction or approved for construction, and will be completed by 2025 onwards. Horizon Manila is a 419-hectare reclamation project located in Manila Bay. This master plan is composed of 3 islands bisected by a 4 kilometers long canal park that recalls the identity of Manileño, who settled along the mouth of the Pasig River. The central canal park becomes the main highlight of the Manileño concept. It creates a unique and enriching feature for the wellness of all its residents. The canal park not only connects the 3 islands but also provides Horizon with a public park at its core. It stretches all the way to the water's edge, ensuring that the Manila Bay sunset will always belong to the public. Horizon Manila is an alternative planning model for the megacities of tomorrow. Horizon as the city of tomorrow is envisioned to once again bring development and growth energy back to the city of Manila. It will re-establish Manila as the heart of the Filipino nation and provide a model and impetus for the rehabilitation of the old city center. PNR Bicol, or the South Longhaul project, is an upcoming 565-kilometer intercity rail line in southern Luzon. It is part of the larger Luzon rail system, a network of long-distance standard-gauge lines being built by the Philippine National Railways throughout the island. It is one of the 2 lines that will reconstruct the historic PNR South Main Line, along with the electrified North-South Commuter Railway South section from Manila to Calamba, Laguna. The rail line will span 39 cities and municipalities, 4 provinces, and 2 regions. It will involve the construction of 23 stations, 230 bridges, 10 passenger tunnels, and a 70-hectare depot in Laguna. The PNR South Longhaul project is expected to be fully operational by the 3rd quarter of 2026. The Bata-an to Cavite Interlink Bridge is a 32-kilometer and 150 meters 4-lane cable-stayed bridge. It will stretch 17 kilometers between Cavite and Corregidor Island, and more than 4 kilometers between Bata-an and Corregidor Island. The project will involve the construction of 2 cable-stayed navigation bridges, the North Channel Bridge, with a main span of 400 meters. And the South Channel Bridge with a 900-meter main span, standing at a water depth of approximately 50 meters. It will connect Bata-an in the north, and Cavite in the south, the 2 adjacent provinces of Metro Manila. This cable-stayed bridge has sped up travel from 5 hours down to just 30 minutes between Bata-an and Cavite. The government's commitment to fast-track its implementation, and manifested that civil work will be started immediately and would be completed under the Marcos government, as it ends in 2028. Laguna Lakeshore Road Network Project is a 37.6-kilometer new road network, at the western side of the Laguna Lake connecting Taguig City and Laguna in Calamba City. The 3-lane primary road consists of an 11.8 kilometers viaduct from Lower Bicutan to Muntinlupa, and a 25.8 kilometers combination of onshore viaduct and embankment from Muntinlupa to Calamba, and these include 8 interchanges. The new Laguna Lakeshore road network will have 3 lanes per direction. The detailed engineering design is currently being carried out by local and Japanese construction firms and will last until February 2023. The new road network is expected to provide a faster alternative to motorists traveling south or north. It is also expected to boost the economies in central and southern Luzon. The Panay-Guimaras to Negros Bridge project involves the construction of 32.5-kilometer 4-lane bridges, including connecting roads and interchanges that will connect the islands of Panay, Guimaras, and Negros in western Visayas. The projects have 2 components. These are the 13-kilometer Panay to Guimaras section, which will have a sea crossing bridge length of 4.9 kilometers, and the Guimaras to Negros section with a total length of 19.4 kilometers including a sea crossing bridge length of 13.1 kilometers. The detailed engineering design of the project was drawn up, with 2 Korean groups, the Yoshin Company and Sambo Engineering and Construction Company. The project is expected to commence engineering services this year, and begin construction in 2025. The Makati Intra-City subway is a 10-kilometer under-construction underground rapid transit line located in Makati City, that will link establishments across the city's business district. The Makati Subway project, the first of its kind in the country, will be built at no cost to the city through a public-private partnership agreement between Makati City and Philippine Infradev Holdings Incorporated. It will operate 18 hours a day, serving some 700,000 passengers daily. The project has been set for completion by 2025. The Metro Manila Subway project is one of the first 2 underground railway system projects in the Philippines, which aims to provide mass transportation in the National Capital Region. The first phase of the 33-kilometer subway connecting the north and south of Metro Manila will run from Mindanao Avenue in Valenzuela City to the FTI compound in Taguig City, with a spur connecting to the Ninoy Aquino International Airport. On October 3, 2 additional stations in Ortigas and Shaw Boulevard broke ground, witnessed by President Ferdinand Marcos Jr., Japanese Ambassador Koshikawa Kazuhiko, and Transportation Secretary Jamie Bautista. Groundworks started in the first quarter of this year, while the tunneling works of the partial operability section started last June 2022. All 17 stations will be fully operational by 2028, with a design capacity of 1.5 million passengers per day. Sangley Point International Airport, which will be the newest airport in Mega Manila, is located in the province of Cavite, south of Manila. This $10.9 billion airport project is a joint consortium between the provincial government of Cavite and local and international companies. The Phase 1A single runway and a new terminal building supplement the existing airport operations. It will cost $2.3 billion and will allow the airport to serve 15 million passengers a year. Phase 1B will add 1 runway, and enable the relocation of the existing airport operations to the new airport. It will require $2 billion to increase capacity to 25 million passengers. Phase 2, ultimate capacity can be increased with a 3rd and 4th runway. That would be able to serve 75 million travelers a year, with 1 additional terminal building. The final phase is costing $6.6 billion. Upon completion, the new airport can compete effectively with planned global aviation hubs in the country and the region. The new Manila International Airport is an under-construction airport city in Bulacan that will serve as the main aviation gateway in the Philippines. The 2,500 hectares of airport will relieve the air traffic operations at the existing and overly congested Ninoy Aquino International Airport. The $15 billion projects will be developed by a local firm, San Miguel Corporation, which was granted by the Philippines government a 50 years franchise that involves the construction, operation, and maintenance of the airport. The development includes a passenger terminal building with airside and landside facilities, an airport toll road, and 4 runways. The gateway has a design capacity of 100 million passengers a year but can be expanded to 200 million, and is targeted to accommodate 240 aircraft movements per hour. Making New Manila International Airport the biggest airport in Southeast Asia and the second biggest airport in the world. Under this massive program, approximately 1,700 hectares of new land will be developed for the airport. The land development project is set to be designed according to the highest technical and environmental standards to withstand potential large earthquakes, local typhoons, and future sea level rise. This capital project is expected to be completed by the end of 2024. PNR North-South Commuter Railway is envisioned as a 163-kilometer suburban railway network, connecting the regional business districts in Clark and New Clark City in the north, passing through central Manila to Calamba City in Laguna Province, south of the capital. NSCR construction has been divided into 3 segments. From the north, the Malolos-Clark Railway projects will see developments of a 53-kilometer north of the capital. This project covers the section from Malolos, a suburb north of Manila, to Clark and Clark International Airport in Pampanga. NSCR projects include the 18-kilometer northern extension, from Clark to New Clark City. The inner part of the NSCR package covers the 38-kilometer central core, linking Totoban in Manila to Malolos City. The southern section would be the 55-kilometer southern corridor connecting Blumentritt in Manila to Calamba City. Once fully operational, the NSCR corridor is expected to carry up to 1 million passengers per day. While the biggest and the most ambitious project of urban development in the Philippines is the conversion of 9,450 hectares of property in Clark into New Clark City, envisioned to become the newest economic hub of Asia. Phase 1 of the project, costing $14 billion, which housed the satellite government offices and a first-class sports village, was fully completed last year. The project is expected to cost $60 billion, which will be carried over decades of development and will be financed both from the government and private companies. When completed, these projects are expected to bring important benefits to the Philippine economy and to the lives of ordinary citizens. More generally, improvements in the quality of infrastructure services will help cut the cost of doing business, attract more investment, and enhance productivity around the country.